What's up, collectors? Jim here with another figure review. Today we're going to take a look at the DC Comics Multiverse Wonder Woman 12-inch figure. Now I believe this is from the Wonder Woman movie. They did have another figure from Batman vs Superman 12-inch DC Multiverse figure. I'm sure it's the same exact figure, but they did change the head sculpt for this one. And as you see, I picked this up because it was on clearance the other day at Target. $20.98, and then they were having some kind of sale yesterday where it was like 25% off toys, so I got it for like $14.95 or something like that. So 15 bucks. I couldn't pass it up. But the packaging is basically the same theme as other DC Comics Multiverse. We do have this kind of red, the open window, image of the character here. We do have Wonder Woman going up here, Wonder Woman symbol there. On the top you do get that DC Comics Multiverse. And of course on the side we have the same, multiverse. That on the bottom, you got all that. On this side we do have an image of Wonder Woman along with a little bit of a read up there, which is more or less just power, grace, wisdom, Wonder Woman in multiple languages, but really nice shot of Wonder Woman. And then of course on the back we do have, a few images showing off some of the accessories and what have you. But that is a look at the packaging. Let's crack her out of the packaging and take a closer. Okay, and here she is out of the packaging along with all the accessories. And I will say, I'm definitely glad I only paid like 15 bucks for this figure. It's probably really all it is worth now that I've got it out of the packaging and messed around with it a little bit. Now as far as accessories, we do get these two kind of effect piece looking things, and they're done with a little bit of a hard, but a little bit on the malleable side plastic. There is two peg holes in it, and she does have a couple peg holes on her gauntlets here. But like on the back of the packaging, it shows her hands up, and these just kind of like wrapped around her. So, but there's no really other peg holes on her. So I guess you just kind of like wrap these around her, and they just kind of hold there. And then we do get two other effects, or four other effects, which is basically these, which I'm guessing is maybe ricocheted bullets. This is supposed to be. You do get a little bit of some sculpt work in there, and you kind of have like this grayish black that kind of fades down to a yellow. And you do get four of these, so you basically get two long ones. And some of like this has much more pronounced gray than this one. But there is that little peg hole there on her gauntlets, and you can just kind of peg that in there, and it looks like she's, blocked a bullet or something with her gauntlets. So of course you have that one, and then you have two which are kind of on the smaller side. Same type thing though. You can put those on her, plug them into her gauntlets here. And they are a little bit on the warped side, but I guess, at the end of the day, I guess it kind of works. Makes it look like she's, reflecting bullets with her gauntlets. And then we do get a pair of gripping hands. She has fist on her now, and these are actually fist too, but just with a little bit of grip hand on them. And very, very plain. The skin tone is okay, but the wraps, very, very plain. So I could definitely see, someone who likes to customize their figures, you could probably go in and really make this look much better. She does come with a sword, which is done okay. The handle is decent. There's like some nice kind of sculpt going on in there all the way down. Definitely needs like a wash though. That's what a lot of this figure is missing, is just like a dark wash to bring out some of the details. But the blade has some kind of like, sculpted writing going on in here, a couple of symbols, basically the same thing on both sides, so not too bad. And then we do get her lasso, which is really horrible. I mean, it's basically just wrapped up and that's it. There's a couple of little spots here, and I guess you can kind of plug it in over here. It's like, you know, but that's where the sword goes. So I guess you could technically put the sword on this side and just kind of have it hanging there. And then you can just have the lasso hanging on that side. But that is all the accessories. So no shield, which I thought was really, really strange that we did not get a shield with this figure. Let me get her to stand. But that is all the accessories that does come with this Wonder Woman. Let's take a closer look at the figure. Okay, now let's take a closer look at this Wonder Woman, because, you know, all in all, it's not the worst looking figure, that's for sure. I mean, as far as the head sculpt, I think they did a pretty decent job. Now, it's not spot on, but it's much better than the first, you know, 12-inch version that DC Multiverse did do with the actual Batman vs Superman movie. The eyes are, you know, painted nice. The eyebrows are a little bit on the big, thick side, but, you know, painted nice. I do like the color of the lips, and we kind of have like a rosy cheek thing going on. But I mean, I think they did a pretty decent job on the hair. I think the hair looks really good, nice sculpt. There is like a black wash kind of all throughout it, but the sculpt of the hair is really nice. Really nice. We kind of get that wavy look all throughout it. And I do like how they sculpted it to come, you know, over her shoulder. So, I mean, the hair, I think they did a good job on. Now, as far as her outfit, I think that's like really the best part of this figure. And I think, you know, doing like the black shoe polish to give it a black wash is going to do wonders for this figure. No pun intended. But, I mean, I think this looks really good. I like the red and I like the blue that they chose. And we do have tons and tons of sculpt work all throughout. So putting some black wash on this figure would really, really, you know, make it pop. And as far as the kind of holster strap she's got going on, again, it's very just kind of a plain brown, but we do have nice sculpting going all throughout it. And even on these little parts right here, we get some, you know, gold paint. And coming around to the back, those little strap pieces do continue. Her hair can be pulled up just to kind of show more of the straps. And again, on this side, we do get another little kind of buckle. And of course, here's that little peg piece. So yeah, putting some black wash all throughout this figure, I think will really, really make it look good. Same thing with the gauntlets. We get, you know, nice sculpting all throughout it. But the, but very, you know, simple, kind of sloppy gold paint around the outside, silver paint on the inside. Same thing with, you know, the wraps on her hands. And the hands are, of course, just a peg, so they just pop out, and you can interchange them very easily with her, the set of open hands, or holding hands that she does come with. But I mean, yeah, I think the overall suit looks good for what it is, you know. The boots, again, could use some wash, but we do get that kind of, you know, sculpted, you know, scratches and all throughout it. So, you know, really not too bad. There is no peg holes or anything at the bottom of her feet. There is no articulation down here either, even though you can kind of see where the hinge should be. But that is all just one solid piece. You know, so I mean, at the end of the day, it's not the worst figure, that's for sure. But as far as articulation, you do get swivel at the head, and you can pretty much go, you know, the hair will move up out of the way so you can get rotation, but that's really it. You don't get any up or down, any pivot. Of course, we can all see the big ugly hinge in there, but that goes, you know, well more than 90 degrees out, all the way around. You do have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, which look really rough, but, you know, give you good range. She does have a waist twist, and it's kind of pretty well hidden in there. But, you know, I don't think you're really going to use it because it really breaks the sculpt up really bad. But, you know, you can at least slightly kind of use it for the most part to give her, you know, a little bit of rotation. Legs going out, only about that much. Going forward, going back, horrible, horrible knees. Look at this. Oh, man, look at that. Wow, that's just ridiculous. But there is a single band at the knee that doesn't even really give you 90 degrees. And as you can see, it looks horrible, and that's it. There's nothing at the feet. So, I mean, at the end of the day, for 15 bucks, I'm okay with it, you know? I don't have the Wonder Woman Hot Toys figure, and I really, you know, don't want to pay the money for that. And this one is going to, I think, work just fine. Now, as far as her height, she looks like to the top of her head, she's a little under 12 inches tall. And because like her hair kind of comes like up in the back here, making her even taller, like almost at that 12-inch mark. But as far as some comparisons, here is the Hot Toys Batman. And as you see, that's not that bad, you know? I think, you know, she could fit in your, you know, Dawn of Justice figure line pretty well. Now, my Batman doesn't stand very well for me, so I'm going to just lean him for a second. And I don't have the Batman vs. Superman, but I do have the Man of Steel. And we all know that this is definitely a way too tall version of Henry Cavill. But as you can see, I mean, you know, she's going to fit in technically with your 1/6 scale Hot Toys. I mean, that's where she's going to go in my collection for the most part. You know, probably next to Batman or Superman, because I kind of have them in different places in my DTOF. But you know, she will work. It just sucks she doesn't come with a shield, you know. But yeah, guys, that's a look at the DC Multiverse Wonder Woman from the Wonder Woman movie 12-inch figure. But yeah, that's the review. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next figure review. Take care.